Namaste, everyone. So I hope you're good. We're going to get some messages and see what you need to know, what's coming in for you. Just want to start out with the Fire Witch. Fire Witch Tarot written in the stars. Man, some of these I could probably no, I can't combine those. They're not that. I could combine these ones. And the Shadow Love. Oh, they're not the same size. Okay. Alright, yep. So we're going to get some different love cards. Again, these are going to be love messages for you guys. Kind of take a peek at what's coming in for you, what you need to know and be aware of at this time. So on and so forth. So hold on a minute. I gotta move some stuff around. Put these in the back. All the big ones so I can see the little ones in the front. It makes more sense, right? So welcome if you're new. I do have an Etsy page where I have merchandise and things going on there. Oils, if you'd like to take a peek. Etsy name is the same name as on here, all one word. And I also sell merchandise. And per order of oils, they do come with free crystals. And you can book me for any of my services over there as well. There's a few things that I don't have up listed on my Etsy, such as my pendulum readings, my bone tossing readings, but the other services, my hidden truth messages, crystal ball readings, and personal readings are all over there. So email me on here if you are interested, okay? Or if you're trying to get a hold of me, or for any other reasons. Need a remedy, need me to pray for somebody, or need any spell work done, or you want to request a video, a DIY, or a spell tutorial video. Perks to being a member is also in my description. Alright, so let's get into it. We have caution. Find out more information. Don't overwork yourself. And we have the perfect kind of simple. This is also the Cosmic Insights. And the Written in the Stars by the Fire Witch Tarot. So the simple, or the perfect kind of simple. It says, I want to experience all the phases of your growth and cycles. Fate, karma, something getting something, and beginnings. So I know the wording is a little off on that, but so some of you could be getting karma, or this is a fate or a new beginning here for somebody. What else, please? Oh, we didn't roll the dice. Okay, we have Virgo, we have number 5, and we have Venus, Taurus and Libra, love, relationships, aesthetics, money, and pleasure. And Virgo is in reverse, so is 5. So 5s are about change and conflict. And what else is coming in, please, for the collectives? Now, these are going to be general messages, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Someone else, someone is in the middle, someone is trying to sabotage this. Our plans did not work out, but let's try another route. And I've been wanting to bond with you through communication. Alright, we have air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have, I've been working on slaying my inner demons at the bottom. Taking back my power one day at a time. And communicate. Can promise, forgiving, working it out. So maybe you're deciding to communicate and work, like something about cycles, you know, work things out with this person, giving it another go. Let's get some shadow love. Okay, somebody could be tired of leaving. I've seen tired and leaving with secrets, or tired of secrets. Leaving, coming back, you know. So this could be a relationship that is on the rocks right now, or like rocky. Oh, and I also do spirit vessels now. So you can also find that on Etsy, my Etsy. Okay, we have reaching and we have distant. So reaching, you are trying to connect, but love eludes you. Eludes you. Stepping out of your comfort zone will help. And then we have distant. So far away physically and emotionally. See if you can rekindle the passion again. With burned, you've been hurt before, so it's hard for you to trust. Let someone in and love again. Okay, we have alone. You feel like you are in this situation all by yourself, but it won't be like this forever. We have adrift. Not willing to settle down or be responsible. Time to commit and put down roots. And then we have neglect, struggle, and guilty. So neglect, not paying attention to what's important. Decide what's truly worth spending time on. We have crushed at the bottom with the elephant. You are hurting emotionally right now. You need time to heal before you jump in again. Okay, and we have neglect, not paying attention to what's important. Decide what's truly worth spending time on. Yep, I just read that one. And then struggle. You feel like you aren't being supported. If it's not a team effort, it's best to stand alone. Then we have guilty. There's lying or cheating going on, maybe both. It may take a confrontation to come clean. Okay, always use your intuition. If something feels off, then it more than likely is. Okay, and that's all I'm going to say on that. I'm not sure what this deck's called. This is the deck. It was on Temu, if you're interested. Oh. I'm hearing power couples. That's what I just heard. Okay, we have illusion. Can't see clearly, living only on dreams, believing lies. We have anger. Having resentment, under pressure, explosive temper. And then we have legal matters. I seen that while shuffling. Marriage license, divorce papers, getting a lawyer. And then we have leaving, breaking the cycle, saying goodbye, moving on to better things. We have opposites attract, and that also wanted to come out. And then love potion. Struggling with differences, passing passion, can't stay away from them. Love potion, irresistible charm, feeling compelled to follow, letting your heart lead. And forbidden. Clandestine affair, family disapproves, secret pressures, or pleasures, secret pleasures. Okay, so somebody may have a motorcycle, dirt bike, or some type of bike. And then, yeah, dreams come true. As confirmation, there's another bike. Getting the love you want, fulfilling relationship, having fun together. We have addicted at the bottom. Being obsessed, wanting too much, unhealthy habits. And we are going to get into the tarot. So let's see what's going on for you guys. With you and this person. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, you may need to do some shadow work. Or somebody maybe is doing shadow work right now. I'm hearing lost at sea. Actually, we may have to pull the Wisdom Oracle. Alright, this is called the Hidden, or Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reid. This is on Amazon. Oh, and I did just put some new things up on Etsy. Herbs, railroad spikes, some peacock feathers, things like that for your craft. Crafting, spells, hobbies, whatever. Spell work, hoodoo, voodoo. Alright, we have the Metal King, 37, Discipline, Armor, and Boundaries. I haven't read from the book yet, so I'm actually feeling that we may need to read from the book for these cards. The Metal King, Discipline, Armor, Boundaries. Okay, we have the Cosmos, Creativity and Vastness, 41. I actually like this card. I've got it a few times, but every time I've used this deck, I've got it. So like 3 times I've used this deck. We have the Altar Priestess, which is on the box. So that's funny. I think it represents Colette Baron. I'm not sure. So the Altar Priestess, Preparation, Prayer, Sacred Ritual, 39. And then we have the Sun Dancers, Joyful Activity, Celebration of Life and Abundance, 32. Very nice. Okay, I'm hearing you think of me too, or you'll think of me too. So that's what could be somebody could be thinking or saying. 33 at the bottom, the Camel Boy, Small Steps Asking for Help, 33. And something about the Ringmaster of Scrutiny, Discernment, Clear Vision, and Details, number 9. So this kind of goes with like using your intuition and looking closer, looking, you know, at the details of things. With discernment, you know, they go hand in hand. So, all right, let's see what these are. Discipline, Armor, and Boundaries. It says Ally. The Metal King is strong and arrives to lend you his impenetrable shield of protection. No matter who sends you criticism or jealousy, you will not be hurt. This ally also prompts you to think about setting healthy boundaries. When you do, no matter how uncomfortable that task may be, everyone will benefit. He asks you to make sure you know where you end and another begins. Others' emotions are not yours, no matter how empathetic you may be. Another of the Metal King's message is to remind you how important it is to have a healthy sense of self-esteem. It's a good time to shine and be proud of what you have accomplished. And then there's also the reversals, and it says Challenger, but we're not going to read that. The Cosmos, Creativity and Vastness, 41 with the Moon. So somebody could have strong water placements in their chart, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I do. Scorpio placements, but where are my vapes? Okay. I'm like, I thought I brought my vapes up. I always bring them with me everywhere. I might pull some tarot cards on these too. Alright, so this is talking about ally, or this is the message, ally. Alright, it says, the cosmos appears always as an ally and never as a challenger. Creativity in all forms is represented by the cosmos. This is a sign to place your attention on creative projects. They will be successful. Remember, and it's on page 114, yep, 114. So it's important to, where was I? Remember that all of life is creative and you're always co-creating. So place your attention on creative projects. They will be successful. Remember that all of life is creative and you're always co-creating with the divine. The cosmos also represent the principle of infinity and the vastness of the energetic exchange of consciousness, influencing all living things. This teaches us that every intention we set is in fact contagious. With the power to influence others, we're entangled at our deepest energetic place, so we can't help but have an effect on others, from an individual level to a global one. This is a sign to remind yourself to open up to the well of creativity deep within you and be mindful of your thoughts and actions. Both are influencing your outer world. Most important, keep taking action towards your goals, as the cosmos responds perfectly to manifest your highest destiny. Expect to be inspired and to meaningfully touch others with all that you create. And then we have the Altar Priestess, Preparation, Prayer, and Sacred Ritual, 39. So I kind of like where these messages are going. All right, the stage is set, and the world is waiting for you to take your place in sacred meditation and prayer. As your ally, the Altar Priestess brings the ritual of reverent interaction with the mundane world. You're being required now to see everything as sacred, all of life as a meditation, and every action as a prayer of devotion. When you're able to perceive the world in this way, your question will lead to the appropriate answer. If all is sacred, how can anything be wrong? Ask how you can shift your consciousness to see your circumstances through the eyes of the divine, and you will realize how perfect and sacred everything is right now. And then we have the Sun Dancers, 32. Joyful activity, celebration of life, abundance. As your ally, the Sun Dancers celebrate you now and remind you of the laws of success and praise. Anything you place your attention on will manifest and experience. So the laws are always perfect. Expect the best and phrase it in advance. This unleashes the magic of mystical magnetic energy, drawing circumstances to you to create the reality you envision. Give thanks in advance for the grace and goodwill of the divine. Be willing to dance the victory dance as if your greatest dreams are realized, and watch how easily things begin to fall into place. Stay positive and leave the timing up to the divine. All things are possible now. Dance the joy of being and celebrate your life and abundance today. Very nice. Those are actually, this is a really good book. So yeah, why don't we pull her other deck, the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle. And this was just the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. So why don't we pull this other deck by her, Colette Baron Reid. She's got a couple decks. Yeah, very nice. Not bad. And I usually buy decks like these on Amazon used, so I don't buy them brand new, but they still are great decks. You know, they're not missing any cards. And this is the other one. Oh, this is more like earthy, witchy. We got protection coming out already. Something about protection. Number 38. I'm getting Pisces energy with that. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so that's not quite 12. 12 for the the Hangman. I almost said the High Priestess. 9, 10, 11. So that would be Libra energy with Justice. Balance, the Balancer. But I'm not getting that energy. I'm getting strong Pisces energy. It says the Sacred Journey markers protection. Okay, so let's get some more significant messages, please, for the collective. What else is coming in for them that they need to know or be aware of at this time? And I was getting it as an age, too. Like, somebody could have remembered somebody when they were that age, 38. Or was with that person when they were 38 years old. Okay, we have the Stag, Pride and Leadership, 17. the Animal Guides of Avalon, it says at the top. We have Joy, 37. And then we have the Goblin, 31. The Wounded Human Ego. The Guides of Fairy. Okay, I'm hearing The Crooked Path. I know that's a book on Amazon. We have Forgiveness, number 49. Somebody may have that book called The Crooked Path. I'm not sure who the maker is of it. The author. We have Death, 46. I could be talking about an ego death. I mean, it's right next to the Goblin card. The Wounded Human Ego. And then we have the King at the bottom. The Messenger of Avalon, it says. Man, authority, male sexual energy, number 3. Things pertaining to the law and justice. So there's that justice energy, 38, which breaks down to 11. Justice energy. Okay, let's get the book. Okay, I open right up to the dogs. That speaks of loyalty and companionship, sincerity, and unconditional love. Dog energy lives in your heart, so look there. So something, whatever question you're inquiring about, you already may know the answer. So that's also confirmation for somebody. Fear, 48. So it could be bringing you fear. Or nervousness. Alright, so protection, and I don't know if that's a rune I recognize. I've seen it before, but I don't know what it's called. It could actually mean protection, that rune. Alright, this marker reminds you to protect yourself and to be wary of hidden agendas. Are you being too open? Perhaps you don't realize it, but you may find that you're a target for others, especially if you're shining brightly. Yet this isn't a time to dim your light. Rather, remember that a spiritual warrior or priestess would always learn how to camouflage him or herself and be armed against potential attacks. This is about the right use of power rather than the use of force. The former coming from a place of highly calibrated integrity, the latter from a lower base of destructive energy. Remember to walk the higher ground, but wear a cloak for protection. Ask the guides and angels to protect you, for they will always come if they're asked. And be moderate in all you do. This isn't the place to take risks. This marker also lets you know that the subject of your inquiry cannot in any way hurt you as long as you ask for protection. The divine will give it. Wow. Very nice. 17, the Stag, which is talking about pride and leadership. And this is the Animal Guide of Avalon, which is this deck. Wisdom of Avalon. When the stag appears on your path, he tells you to take pride in all that you do. Be the leader and hold your head high, and others will follow by your example. Ask yourself these questions. Am I following my highest path? Am I acting in integrity and doing the best I can? Or am I held back by the kind of pride that cuts me off from life through arrogance or its reverse, low self-esteem? The stag asks you to be a leader, be proactive with the highest intentions, and to always ask what is the highest good for all. Arrogance and its reverse are both places of alienation and ways to avoid responsibility and accountability. The stag leads you out of both difficult places into the kind of pride that reminds you that you're always in service to the god and goddess in every step you take. You may already be there, in which case you should be proud and happy. Look how far you've come. Rejoice, for the stag always leads you to a higher place with a sure and steady footing. Okay, and then we have Joy, 37. And I heard gunshots tonight. So I don't know who can see in the dark when shooting or what that message meant. Okay. I think I just heard one gunshot, but still, I found it odd that they were shooting at night. I mean, it's dark as all get out, you know what I mean? And I don't presume they're target practicing either, so who knows. This mark is a good time for celebration, for this portends to the joyous completion of a project, the attainment of a goal, or the end of a long and arduous journey. When you're thirsty, this marker promises you that you'll find a well. When you're cold, a blanket. When you're hungry, nourishment. Joy also has another aspect, for not only does it celebrate receiving blessings from the fruits of actual labor, but it's also about the sharing of it. Joy celebrates itself, its very essence radiates beauty and well-being. Like the spring sun breaking through after a long and gloomy winter, joy reminds us to be grateful for all the gifts of life. Joy bestows the blessings of happiness. You truly have reason to smile when this marker appears on your path. Okay, we have Death, the Goblin, and Forgiveness. So let's read Death and the Goblin. So 46 and 49. So I'm getting Cancerian energy. That's 6-9 energy, 9-6. And then 31, the Goblin, and 3, the King. So 3-1-3. 3-3-3. A lot of 3s and 4s. No, only 2 4s. Okay. All right. 24, the Dragon. Watch for a signal. The dragon always makes the next step clear, and it gives you the power to take it. So that's the message of the dragon. Okay, let's read the Goblin. The wounded human ego. The Fire Fairy. Creative action and optimism. All things come to light quickly when the Fire Fairy appears. Hey, Firefox Fairy. Alright, it's talking about the wounded human ego. When the goblin appears on your path, your plans are, or about to go, awry. The goblin wants to lead you astray and whispers the negative spell of fear, anger, resentment, self-righteousness, arrogance, selfishness, greed, gluttony, procrastination, and addiction. When the goblin appears, it's time to stop what you're doing and check your motives. Are you coming from an ego-centered place? Are the circumstances in your life triggering unresolved past issues that still need healing? Now is the time for self-evaluation and taking inventory. Before you take another step, the goblin represents the wounded ego and its influence. Dark, repressed areas of the psyche get triggered, either in you or warning you of a dynamic between you and someone else. Do nothing, stay still, send loving energies to yourself and others, and remember the divine connection in all things. The goblin will disappear and lose power when you focus on love and fairness. Okay, then we have forgiveness and then death. So death comes before the goblin. So 46. Okay, so this marker pretends a time of transformation, a total change of attitude, the death of the old. Regardless of how death presents itself, it is a necessary aspect of all things. Always remember the phoenix that rises up from its own ashes to soar in the wind, renewed, filled with life. Death is the winner of things, part of the cycle of life. When you receive this marker, you are reminded that all things have their season. Take courage in surrendering to death. In time, you will be blessed with extraordinary new life. Okay, I'm getting the color purple now. And rejoice, for that which dies fertilizes and fortifies the new. Endings always point to fresh beginnings. Oh, and that's funny because that card's purple. The King. Man, authority, male sexual energy. I think we're going to read that card. Male sexual energy, things pertaining to the law and justice. Just to be on the safe side. And then we have the dragon under that, power and strength with the raven. Magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. All right, and we are in the dragon year this year. It's, oh my god, and then we have cat under that with movement. That's crazy. All right, and truth. So someone's very psychic here, I feel. Independence, healthy boundaries. Okay, we have a psychic here. I'm also a psychic. I've had visions when I was a kid, and I can still remember those visions. Number 3. Alright, so it says the king appears to represent the powers of justice, authority, the law, and male sexual energy. When the king appears on your path, it's time to put your house in order. Complete any unresolved legal issues and deal with issues related to fairness. The king always lets you know that something significant is yours to experience and learn from. The king requires you to take inventory of anything left undone and do it. Pay bills, settle arguments, make amends, and act with authority, as well as these actions abolish weakness and restore power. You're also reminded that the king is regarded in highest esteem, and within his natural authority, he acts with intelligence and strategy. Think and analyze, and the king will bestow great gifts on you. There is another meaning when the king appears on your path. If you're inquiring about a man and your relationship to him, the king stands to represent him, which will bode well or not so well, depending on which other cards flank him. Pay attention, for this king reminds you to take affirmative action in your life. So we have the dragon, power and strength, and the raven, magic, coincidence, synchronistic events. With the cat, independence, healthy boundaries. Forgiveness was actually next to it. That was the last card, was forgiveness. All right, so that was from that deck. Why don't we get into the tarot for you guys, and then we will clarify. I'm actually thinking about using Big Red today for the main spread. And then the Monara. We might use the Monara. I was going to use the Vice Versa Tarot, but I don't know why I don't care for this deck that much. Not because of the imagery, because the imagery is okay. I like the cards, but I don't really resonate with them that much, so that would be... I mean, I play with them from time to time and shuffle them, but they're... I don't know. They're not for me, I guess. Alright, we're not going to use Big Red. We're going to use this deck, which is still red. I'm going to use this to clarify. The Empress at the bottom. I think that's, I'm not 100% correct, it might not be, but I think it's a Sarah Marchetti deck as well, I'm not sure. Cute cards. Okay, we have the World and the Five of Swords, so there was that 5 we had on the dice. And I was saying that too, it's either the 5 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, or the 5 of Wands. That was the first thing I said in my head. It's either the 5 of Swords. Okay, so that was the first card. Yep, 5 of Swords. Conflict. This is ego. Has to do with the ego. 3 of Swords. An ego death. Healing. Heartbreak. Knight of Swords. Or Knave of Swords. Actually, in this deck might be the page. I hate when they do that, but I've been noticing more and more decks are doing that. The knaves are the pages. And usually the knaves, I think, are supposed to be the knights. But the knights are the knights, so I get them mixed up. Okay, yeah, see, the knave is the page and the Knight of Cups. Because it says Knight with the World. You may have love coming back around for somebody here, 9 of Cups. Yeah, somebody you see as a wish fulfillment, and they may also see you as a wish fulfillment as well. So let's start out with your energy first, collective. What's coming in for you? Okay, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, and before I seen the card, because obviously it's a man, it looks like a man, but I thought it was a female and it was like pregnant. So somebody may be pregnant. We have 8 of Cups and the Page of Swords, 9 of Swords. Somebody's in their head about this right now, or you're in your head about something right now a lot. 7 of Wands with the Centaur, Sagittarius energy, and Judgment, Scorpio energy. So you could be a cusper here. The Tower and the King of Pentacles. Okay, Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the Tower, Aries energy. So you're conflicted. You feel you have a decision to make, or everything is uncertain. This is very much uncertainty is what I'm picking up. But I do feel out of all of this, you're really finding your center, your ground, your quiet place. Because with these 2 cards, see how he's reading a book? So you may have had to seclude yourself. 8 of Cups, maybe walk away from people. And then she's coming up out of the ground, and they look like they're, like, what the hell's going on here? So maybe you had to pull yourself away from people because you just, you know, you realized who was there for you and who wasn't. And then the Tower. So everything's happening all at once. It's very chaotic, right? People flying out of the Tower. 4 of Wands. Okay, stability. I'm hearing you long for or search for some type of stability, structure, or this could be with another person or a named individual. So whoever is on your mind right now that this reading is going to resonate for you for. All right, so let's get the person on your mind and see what they want to say, who they are, and what their thoughts, feelings, and intentions are for you today. Current energies. And same thing with this card. This looks like a guy. It's the Queen of Pentacles, but tell me that doesn't look like a dude. Unless back in those days, women were just very manly. I don't know. Had maybe even some chin hairs on their face. I don't know. That's what it looks like here. Not the chin hair part, but just the manly part. Okay, maybe somebody's confused about their sexuality, or confused about themselves and what gender they want to be. Nothing surprises me anymore these days. Or I could say at all. Nothing surprises me anymore. At all. Okay. So I don't put it past anybody. I've seen straight dudes walking down some Walmart street that you can tell is a clear dude, but they are dressed up like a feminine, so that's what I mean. Nothing surprises me anymore. Nutsack hanging out and all, and shorts on, shorts like, oh my god. They even have their hair all grown out long and shit. I don't know. With the hairy legs. They just don't give a fuck. So, why should I either, you know? Alright, so let's see who's coming towards you. We got the King of Wands. Okay, Aries or Sagittarius energy. There's 2 Queen of Pentacles. Maybe this is supposed to be the King of Pentacles. I guarantee you, yeah. Because this is the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. I might have to fix that card. And then the 7 of Swords. Okay. The Empress. And the Fool. So you... That's one thing I can say. You hold this person in high regard. Maybe if you're feminine, you have a lot of masculine energy. Okay. We have 5 of Swords coming out. There's that ego card. So maybe it's you that's figuring yourself out, not like sexually, but just figuring yourself out, getting through a hard time, a hard phase, right, with that Tower moment. But yeah, you definitely, there's a lot of attractive energy, sexual energy, charged sexual energy that I'm getting from your person's energy. So like I said, we'll have to dig more into it and clarify. So let's get one for their overall energy and see what's going on here. Get to the meat of the potatoes. Yeah, we got the Lovers and the High Priestess. So it looks like someone's coming in to sweep you up off your feet. And even the guy looks pregnant in that card. So these cards are all messed up. Look at this guy's face. He's like looking sideways. Dog trying to bite his feet, barefooted and shit. All right, here's a card. She's pregnant. Both of them look pregnant, actually. Yeah, so like I said, something about pregnancy I'm getting. All All right, we got the Five of Wands in reverse. So yeah, the conflict, something conflict related is ending, or it's over. There's no more conflict. There's no more tension. There's no more competition. Like, I feel like you've ended something plain in its tracks. Okay, let's get the overall energy, the shared combined energy between my collective and this person. Please, Spirit. I'm going to have to fix that card. Justice and the Hierophant. Chariot and the Hierophant. So they want to come in now, I feel like. They want to come in now. Knight of Pentacles. Come back a changed man or woman. Two of Wands and the Hangman. The High Priestess under that. What do we got? We have the Page of Wands in reverse. Oof. For the overall shared energy. Three of Pentacles at the bottom. So let me read that card. Poor Nini's sick. She's been sick, has this tummy ache for the past 2 days. Now I'm starting to feel like I got a tummy ache. Like gassy. She's like pooping nothing out, but like it looks like, you know, when somebody pukes and it looks like that acidy shit, that's what she's like pooping out. It's nasty. It's orange and it's the nastiest smell I've ever smelled in my life. Poor thing. So Page of Wands in reverse. I mean, it could be early signs that she's pregnant, or she's just sick, or both. Alright, it says, you may feel unmotivated, lethargic, uninspired. You may fail to launch a project, have setbacks, fail to commit, don't find your passion, or have self-limiting beliefs. Inner child issues could come to the surface. Think about what is holding you back. Focus on the spiritual path to gain understanding. Nothing is permanent, and this phase too shall pass. Okay, page 43. So I'm an empath too, so I pick up on people's energies. Okay, so maybe that's why I'm picking up on her feeling like crap. I'm starting to feel it. Like, I feel like my asshole is about to leak out any minute now, and then my stomach hurts on top of it. So I think I'm picking up her symptoms. All right, anyway, that's a side note. Let's clarify. Let's get into the juicy stuff. Oh, and if you want to know what decks I'm using, what they're called, just leave a comment and I'll go find the box for you guys, and I'll let you know what decks I'm using, in case you're wondering or curious. I have all the boxes from all my decks, so. Alright. Queen of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. So fire sign wanting to put in the work here with you, or this is you, collective. Flip it, switch it where it needs to go. Like I always say in all my readings, you just do your discernment. And any tarot reading that you watch, it's for entertainment purposes only. But tarot is what you already subconsciously know the answers to. And leave the rest for somebody else who needs to hear it. Let's see why the Nine of Pentacles is here for you. First card out. This talks about independence, standing on your own 2 feet, either emotionally, spiritually, physically, or all the above. Whatever you want that Nine of Pentacles to look like for you. So everybody's dream interpretation is going to be different, right? They're picture perfect. The feeling, what they want out of life. Okay, Six of Pentacles. Yeah. All right, so you want an equal, balanced, give and take connection. Two of Cups, and who doesn't want that, right? If you're normal and sane, who doesn't want that? Queen of Cups, Pisces energy. All right, so it looks like there's a storm brewing upon her dress, and she's trying to pull her dress up out of it. Out of the storm. All right, very nice. Let's see why the Eight of Cups is here for you. What are you second guessing, or what are you learning? What are you studying? Or in some instances, this could be whatever you recently walked away from and turning to go towards. The Devil. Maybe you feel a crave for sexual nature things. Okay, maybe a sex partner, a sex life, a boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, a soulmate, you know, person you can confine in or feel comfortable with, but can still give you your space. You know what I mean? Seven of Swords and the Queen of Swords at the bottom. Somebody who uplifts you. She's holding a, it looks like a balloon, but the fish is literally her balloon that's floating. So it's still following her, right? So somebody who can uplift you up and sees you when nobody else sees you. I just noticed that. There's a guy peeking behind the wall watching her. Who can carry you when you're... Okay, so I'm getting to it's the little things. So somebody who can carry you when you're sick or down and out, right? Be there for you to comfort you. So very nice. We have the Ten of Cups. Emotional fulfillment is what you're saying that you seek. Show me the Page of Swords, please, for collective's energy. Six of Cups, past energy, reminiscing. I feel like this could be your soulmate, or this is how you see them. You feel like this person's your soulmate. Hearing something about checks and balances in order, or in something about something being balanced out, like your finances. The Knight of Swords in reverse. With the Six of Cups. So I'm going to have to read that. And the Ace of Cups at the bottom. Maybe you're still wondering if this person's off limits or not. Maybe you asked yourself this, but not necessarily asked, this person to their face. So that maybe you still have some lingering doubts. Let's get a couple T cards. I don't know why I'm just feeling called to pull this deck. For my collectives, please. All right, Peacock, beware of great pride, and Broom, new home, new attitude. Carrot, opportunity or windfall, and Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. Or somebody could have air in their chart, you or this person. So if you don't know, check out your natal chart. Go to Google and type it in. I don't know if you got to type your name in, but no, you just got to type in your birthday and where you were born, the time. Wreath, sorrow over a loss. Pineapple, reconciliation, and dog close up, pleasure with a close friend. At the bottom we have Fly, period of ill health and depression. Candle, you will be shown the way. Horseshoe, good luck. Okay, so that's what we have for you guys. For some messages. Very nice. Very nice. So let's read the Knight of Swords in reverse. For a while I didn't do reversals because that's when I was still learning tarot, but I do them now, obviously. But your ambitious energy, remember your no bounds. Okay, now I'm just getting quotes from Sabrina. I watch Sabrina like every night. So now I'm hearing the High Priestess say, your limit knows no bound, Prudence. So it says your ambitious energy may have turned into impulsiveness and rash decisions. You may be out of control, leading others to trouble or danger and heading for a fall. You are a quick thinker and a fast talker, but be careful about being hurtful or controlling towards others. Think before you act, and be a bit more careful with how you communicate to avoid intense arguments with others. And it goes back to the Klettberg and Reed decks, right? Having to ask yourself, is what you're doing right? Is it okay? Is it fair to others? If you have to pray or ask for help from your angels, your ancestors, your guardians, then do so, because they will appear, they'll show up, is what Spirit said, what that book said. All right, let's get more with this Knight of Swords, clarifying the Page of Swords and the Six of Cups. Three of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Oof, oof, and oof. Heartbreak, healing, trying to heal, feeling abandoned, neglected, or left out in the cold. Show me the Centaur, Seven of Wands, Judgment, and King of Pentacles. I gotta change that card. King of Pentacles. So Ace of Swords with the Seven of Wands. So you know you need to speak your truth about something. Seven of Cups. How you're feeling about this person. Maybe you don't want to be under the wrong impression by them that you have options or that you're looking for other options. So maybe this is something you need to discuss with them, that you have eyes for them and them only. Show me Judgment. Because, yeah, you may assume that they may know that already, but it's going to feel even better to them to actually hear it straight from the horse's mouth rather than, you know, it's going to just build that bond and closeness between you guys that much stronger. So take my word on that one. We have the Sun and the Nine of Cups. Okay, show me Judgment, please, for Collective's energy. Ten of Pentacles. And the Page of Cups. Again, this is Scorpio energy. I'm hearing something about 6th house. We have Queen of Wands. I don't know any of that part of astrology, but that's what I just heard. Something about 6th house. And the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles with Judgment. Queen of Wands. Oh no, hold on. Hold up, wait a minute. We have the King and the Queen. Okay. Yeah, that's the King of Wands. Okay, and that's the Queen of Wands. So we have a pair here, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles. So again, that's another pair here. Earth and fire is prominent. King of Swords coming out. Seven of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, 9 of Wands, 5 of Swords, the Sun. Yeah, so Spirit's just saying, be wary, be careful not to get too much in your head. Whatever you're going through or healing from right now is kind of doing that to you. It's kind of putting you more back in that 5 of Swords, 9 of Wands, 8 of Swords energy. But just continue slowly going the pace with the 7 of Pentacles, putting down roots, being patient with yourself, kind with others, because you will eventually reach happiness, the Sun card, Sun energy. All right, show me the King of Pentacles, please, for Collective. Yeah, the Magician, very nice. Magician, Death, and the Lovers, okay. Sea Tree, some of you guys may work with the demon Sea Tree, the love demon. Sea Tree is a leopard, I want to say, or cheetah. Yeah, so you know right now that in order for you to get through this, you need to heal the heartbreak first, mend the wounds, in order to get through this transition with the Death card, to be on your way to love with the Magician and the Lover's card energy here. Yeah, 5 of Cups at the bottom. So there's a lot that you're still going through and working through. All right, let's get the Tower for your overall energy. I think we're going to use the Tattoo Tarot to clarify your person's energy. Show me the Tower, please, for collective's overall energy. I didn't even see that. We had the 2 of Pentacles down here. Yeah, so you're not going to be going back and forth. It's going to be slow and steady, but you're going to be on the right path. Okay, you're going to be back on track. So whatever that means to you guys. So for the Tower, that was for the King of Pentacles. The Tower, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. So somebody is becoming superstitious. Maybe going through a divorce of some kind. And you may feel that you're not ready for love, but again, that has a lot to do with your self-esteem or your worth. Going back to the 8 of Swords, 3 of Swords energy. And then we have the 10 of Swords here. Something about an ending. Or you can't take, there's something that you, yeah, the 10 of Swords is like the last straw of the camel's back. You know, it's overkill. It takes 1 sword to kill somebody, not 10 swords on their back. You know what I mean? But again, like I said, you're going to get through this. We have the Emperor coming out and the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, maybe somebody is also struggling financially. 4 of Wands. Okay, so let's clarify your person's energy. They're using the Tattoo Tarot. On this deck, I'm going to fill you in on it. It has extra cards in it, so it's got duplicates. Not all the cards, but some of the cards. Show me the King of Wands, please, for collective's person's energy. Six of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so not wanting to let go, wanting to hang on. Or they feel they've already won you over in some way, or they have the confidence to win you over or to be with you again. So I don't know your situation. So put it in the right context that fits your situation. Oof. All right, here we go. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Throwing cards. 4 of Swords. Healing, rest, recuperating. Working very hard. King of Pentacles in reverse. This could be somebody who's ruthless, arrogant, boastful, very stingy with their money. Only cares about their money, whatever, you know what I mean, what they deem valuable. And then the 5 of Pentacles, but also feeling in a way, I don't know who the hell energy this is, but if this is the King of Wands, if your person's a fire sign, or if this is like some earth sign. But you have an earth sign here who's very like has it out for you, or they have they only hold themselves in high regard and not you, or they may even be still holding on to a grudge from something from the past. All right, let's see who the Queen of Pentacles is. We have the Ace of Swords wanting to speak a truth. Okay, it's almost like a voice coming from the background, like wanting to break through, lash through, and get to you. So like this person wants to be heard. I don't know who this is going to be to you guys, Ten of Cups in reverse. This could be a family member. This could be a lover, if this is a feminine energy. Okay, but Ten of Cups in reverse means that this person isn't happy, or they're trying to reconnect with you, is what I'm getting. All right, who is this? Yeah, we have Two of Cups at the bottom and the Page of Wands with the Fox. So let's see who this person is to you guys, how you'll know who this person is. The Tower, Aries energy, and the Seven of Cups. I want to say Cancerian energy or Scorpio energy. And then the Six of Wands, Leo energy. The Empress, Seven of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups, Pisces energy. Wow, there's a lot going on here. All right, what is their intentions for you? This person, who is this Queen of Pentacles? What are their intentions? Page of Cups. They want to start over or rekindle. I'm hearing they want to start brand new all over with you. So this could be a friendship, a work, a colleague, the World at the bottom, Sagittarius energy. Somebody that either you've walked away from or out of their life, or vice versa. Okay, let's keep going. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Queen of Cups, Pisces energy. With the Seven of Swords, Aquarius energy. Okay, this is insecurity. I'm getting insecurity for the Seven of Swords. This could be also sneakiness, or not being fully forthcoming about something, truthful. Maybe sugarcoating or beating around the bush, so to speak. We have the World, the Two of Wands in reverse, and the Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this is direct communication, or nothing coming in, nothing going out. Kind of like something that's kept close-knit between a circle, a group of people. Maybe these people or person has eyes on you, or you and your person for some reason. I don't know if this is shady business, or if this is peer pressure, family members, you know, wanting your person to kind of be under strict control. Maybe they want your person to be with a picture perfect person. So maybe they're trying to decide the lover for your person. I don't know. This is confused. This is weird. Very weird energy. King of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's like somebody that's connected to your person thinks they know your person better than they know themselves. Temperance, King of Cups in reverse, and that's making it making your person very hard to open up and either stand up for themselves to these people or person, and set boundaries or lay down the law, something like that. Six of Swords, you know what I mean, to go their own way or do what they wish to do without feeling that they're going to get judged for it by these people. And then the Two of Swords with Temperance. Yeah, Eight of Cups. They may have walked away from these family members or whoever these people are, but, you know, now they're wanting to reach back out to your person, to come towards your person for whatever reason. Maybe they want to, you know, smooth over or reconcile their differences. Okay, Eight of Cups. Why is the Empress card here, please? We have the Empress, the Fool, and the Five of Swords. It's a very abundant energy your person's in right now, or you're at least, this is energy that's saying you very much are attracted to this person. You hold them in high regard, like I was saying. The Knight of Cups. Wow. Yeah, you're very attracted to this person. Seven of Pentacles at the bottom. You wanna do naughty things to this person. Queen of Swords. Okay, so somebody may have Aquarius in their chart. Okay. Page of Wands. And the Star. Alright, so your person may look to you for certain things. Meanwhile, you may look to them for also certain things, but different things. So you draw or you feed on each other's energy in some way. I might have to get more to clarify that energy. Because look how they're facing and looking. They're facing each other, but he's looking at her, but she's not looking at him. She's like looking up. And in between them, these are the cards between them. So the fox is looking at her. She's looking at the fox. And he's looking like at her, but she's not even looking. So I'm not saying that in a bad way. This is just what the cards are looking like here. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. So it's like Spirit is smiling over this union, smiling over this connection. And saying not to give up hope with the Star, not to give up faith, to keep your dreams alive, maybe even to keep this connection alive, for all we know. All right, let's see why the Fool card's here. I mean, I'm getting positive energy from it. I'm not getting anything negative. Ace of Wands. And the Star again at the bottom with the Sun coming out. I told you there was duplicates in this deck. And the white rose signifies purity. This is a pure connection. Eight of Swords. The Moon. Okay, Ten of Swords. Yeah, don't hurt yourself, because when I first seen this card, it doesn't look like she's supposed to be blindfolded. And then I got that one show on TV, that show with Lady Gaga in it, American Horror Story. So for one, she can unblind herself whenever she wants to. And for number two, don't overwhelm yourself with things that aren't even realistically happening. So you may actually create a scenario and twist it and turn it to things it's not, and make it much larger and much worse in your head. And then we had the Ten of Swords that came out with it. And I looked at his hands. So it looks like his palm's open, but he's got blood going through his hand. So it's like almost like, don't stab yourself in the hand because you're trying to make a situation appear, like something appear that it's not, or worse than it is. Seven of Pentacles. All right, so be aware, stay vigilant, stay focused, but also expect the unexpected. Maybe Spirit doesn't want you to see certain things right now, what they're planning for you, because it's a part of it is a demeanor of it is supposed to be a surprise, right? A surprise element. Okay, so maybe this is going to go better than expected. If, you know, the Chariot. If you stay Star energy, if you stay focused and not, you know, looking up and not looking down at all the negatives, looking up. Okay, last card, Five of Swords. The High Priestess. Yeah, see, your person also knows what they're doing, and they, I feel, also can feel the clutches and the shifts between you guys getting ready to, you know, switch into place. Things are coming together. Five of Cups in reverse. Okay, so that's a good sign. They, I feel, aren't holding grudges. They're living in the now, and they have big goals, big dreams planned out for themselves in the future. And they want, obviously, they want to make you a part of their dreams and their future. So if they didn't have the context of we or planning you in their future, then it would be clear that they don't see this relationship between you guys going any longer than a short-term relationship. So, and then we have the Hermit. So yeah, they gained a lot of wisdom, and I do feel like your person has been through a big spiritual battle, healing. They've gained a lot of wisdom. They've taken the life experience. They've acknowledged it. They've forgiven. They forget, you know, whatever they needed to do here. Going back to that Seven of Swords energy I was getting with these people that kind of wanted to be tyrants in this person's life. You know what I mean? All right, and then we have the Four of Pentacles again. So I'm glad we see that, because they're choosing not to give up. Seven of Wands. They're choosing to fight for you in this connection. Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, it may have taken a little longer than you've wanted it to, but it's happening. Whether these people want it to happen or not, it's happening. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. Actually, let's get the Shadow Love for you guys. We'll wrap it up with a couple love decks and Hidden Truth messages. So this is going to be messages from your masculine, and then the other deck's going to be messages from the feminine. Yeah, so it's leaving hurt me too. And I forgive you. All right, so how's the masculine feeling in this situation? So again, flip or switch it where it needs to go. I never want to feel that way again. I hope you're happy for me. I don't know how to let you go. And these are white roses too on the cards. So that's pretty cool. I'm waiting for an apology. And I don't know what to say. We are more alike than I admit. That's at the bottom. And let's see how the feminine's feeling. This is Hidden Truth messages. So many things remind me of you. I hide behind material things. It was my fault, but I blamed you. And I am becoming a better person. Alright, how is the feminine feeling about the situation and this person and the collective? The timing just wasn't right for us. It's time for me to heal now. And I know that I crossed the line with you. I will wait for a sign from you. Oh, baby, so sleepy head. He looks comfy. I want to feel that way again. Finding out the truth crushed me, and you were the best thing in my life. I wish things could be different. There's a whole bunch that came out. I'm so attracted to you. I want to tell you how I feel, and I lost myself for a little while. I think that was all. Yep, it was. Okay. I am becoming a better person. Well, that's what I got for you guys. I hope this helped. Let me know in the comments. Sending love and light. Take care. Stay blessed. Bye now.